You might have heard that Prince Harry is back in court again, and it's perfectly reasonable for you to be confused as to what he's in court for this time. So I thought I'd do a brief summary of the situation, because people like summaries as opposed to reading full articles if you don't have the time. So first of all, what is he in court for and what is it all about? Well, this legal action is part of an ongoing case against the Home Office for the United Kingdom regarding the changes to his personal security arrangements while he's in the UK. This was following a decision made by the Executive Committee for the Protection of Royalty and Public Figures, which is known as RAVIC, which you might have seen reported in the news. The security concerns detail his legal team, and that RAVIC, they argue, failed to consider the potential impact of an attack on Prince Harry, and a successful attack more prominently, given his royal background, public profile, his status, and the potential reputational damage to the United Kingdom as a whole, arguing that he should retain his security when he visits the UK. As to the court proceedings themselves, one of the reasons you might have seen this hit the news today is that it is largely being held in private at the High Court. This is understandable given the amount of material that is likely to be secretive in nature, given its security concerns, and therefore most of this over the next 3 days is going to be heard in private. In addition, Prince Harry will not be in attendance for the 3 days, and the decision is going to be postponed until a later date. As to arguments for the equal treatment of Prince Harry via his security arrangements, Harry's barrister argues that he's been treated differently and unfairly compared to others for whom RAVIC have made a decision, and that RAVIC has deviated from its previous policies. The Home Office, on the other hand, insists that it followed all of its normal procedures, followed a lawful and bespoke approach to considering the risk factors surrounding Prince Harry when making their decision, including the risks and the impact of a potential attack, changes to his royal status, his residence, and all of the circumstances surrounding him in particular. The contrary argument to that is that the case-by-case decision-making process has led to excessive uncertainty, with the death of Princess Diana being raised, and that it would be highly likely for a significant public upset if there were a successful attack on Prince Harry. The Home Office argued that it had balanced all of the risk factors when making its decision, including the risks, the impact, the threat, and the nature of the security that was being offered to Harry in specific circumstances. In written submissions, Prince Harry's team have argued that there have been reported issues with the security provision, in particular with respect to paparazzi interference, and these were highlighted alongside procedural issues, in particular when visiting the Wellchild Garden Party and afternoon tea in Kew Gardens on the 30th of June. All in all, this is just one case among many and broader legal issues, including his failed challenge to pay privately for his own protection, and of course his actions against newspapers for claims for privacy and alleged unlawful information gathering. So I hope you found that a useful update and summary, but with this case being over 3 days, largely held in private, it will probably be limited as to the amount of information that comes out of it, and we can only really speculate on the arguments that we do have access to, and the arguments made in private will obviously be of a very high risk and secure nature. But either way, please do like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.